What's up guys, DUBB. Welcome to my channel. This is my 2000 Toyota Celica GT with the 1ZZ motor. Before I rebuilt the motor, the car was burning oil. There was like white smoke coming out from the tailpipe, and I went ahead and redo the engine. Rebuilt it, put new rings, new gasket, and a bunch of other parts to it. And this car does not have the original catalytic converter on it. It was replaced about 5 years ago. As you can see, my engine light came back on again. With my code reader, I got P0420, basically saying the catalytic converter is faulty, not working as supposed to. I have already cleaned the O2 sensors, see that help anything, and it didn't. And I'll drive for around 20 to 50 miles. The engine light will come back on again. Before I go spend money on another catalytic converter, which is about like 600 bucks, I want to see if I can try another option before I do that. Got the car jacked up, and I'm thinking about cleaning the catalytic converter. You can see online there's a different way of cleaning it. Some people were saying you can pour lacquer thinner into the gasoline tank and run it and burn it, and it'll clean the catalytic converter. Or then there's like special chemical you can buy, put in the gas tank and run it, and hopefully that'll clean the catalytic converter. Other people unbolt the catalytic converter and clean it that way, soak it into like soapy water. Well, I cannot unbolt it right at the catalytic converter. I did, however, manage to remove the whole section out of there. And this is my aftermarket catalytic converter, and only 5 years old. I'm not sure because of the white smoke caused by burning oil. Basically prematurely killed my catalytic converter. But I will try to clean it and see if that solve anything or not. And you can see inside the pipe, it's all white. That's from the oil burned up. And so my plan is try not to clean the whole thing. Since I got a bandsaw and a welder, I think I'm just gonna cut out the catalytic converter and take it out and soak it in gasoline. This way it'll break down anything inside the honeycomb. Soapy water, it might work, but let me try using gasoline. It's not too expensive, gasoline. Probably can use a gallon and just soak it in it. So let me go ahead and mark. I'm probably gonna put like a mark here and a mark here, so when I cut it and clean everything up, and everything should line up exactly like before. Let me go and mark it and cut it. So I have marked it right there. So I'm gonna cut in the same spot where they welded before. Alright, it's cut off. So we got the marking here. So I can line them back together and weld them. And I can see through the other side. It's pretty clean, but then again, maybe there's a coating of residue in the ceramic that kept it from working efficiently. So now it's small enough. I can put this in a bucket or something and soak it with gasoline. I'm putting a plastic bottle right here and shrink it. Hopefully this will allow me to, when I pour gasoline in here, it'll stay put. I redid this part again. It was leaking a little bit. I took 2 old gloves and I cut off this section right here and basically wrap around it, then insert the bottle over it and shrink it. Now it does not leak at all. Since it's not leaking no more, I can fill it with gas and keep it upright and let it soak throughout the night. Okay, I got the catalytic converter in a bucket. I'm gonna pour some gasoline in here. Got the gasoline filled all the way to the top here now. Alright, soak the catalytic converter into gasoline for overnight, and I'm going to take a look inside and see anything came loose. So there's not much in the gasoline. You can see some black stuff on the bottom right there. That either stuff coming off from the inside of the catalytic converter, or some of those leftover metal pieces when I cut the catalytic converter off the pipe. Can't really capture on camera some of the honeycomb in there. They all plugged up. I believe when my car was burning oil, and some of the oil got in there and hardened up. So let me go and spray some engine degreaser inside. Let it soak for a little bit. So I'm gonna let it sit, then I'll come back and wash it up. Alright, let me go ahead and clean it. So after rinsing it, this is the black stuff that came off of it. After thorough cleaning, this is what came out of the catalytic converter, and hopefully they just built up from the inside of the catalytic converter. Hopefully removing all these built-up right here will make the catalytic converter work more efficient. So I'm gonna let this sit here to drain. Alright, I got the catalytic converter all cleaned up and it's dry. I went ahead and cleaned up the weld spots over here so I can have a nice smooth surface to weld them together. Everything's lined up right now according to the mark I have right here. And I'm going to tack weld them and double check, make sure everything is nice and even. Then I'll tack weld the other side as well. Once everything is lined up correctly, I'm going to weld around it. The tack is in place. Let me line up the other side. Here I have the marking right here. I'm gonna line up with the with over here. All right, go ahead and weld everything back together. Double check, make sure there's no leaks. Check all your welds. And this part is not necessary, but I'm just gonna spray some black paint over the exposed metal over here. Prevent it from rusting. And that's it. It's all done. I'm gonna go and reinstall back into the car and drive it for a week, see if any changes, and I will put an update at the end of the video. Alright, I drove the car for around 200 miles and still no engine code coming back. I think cleaning the catalytic converter it does help. So far I hope the light won't come back again at all. Yeah, so far so good. So if you want to give your catalytic converter a good deep cleaning, did what I did. Basically remove the whole catalytic converter by cutting it off, then clean it that way. This way you can soak it into the solvent, and in my case I use gasoline. Give it a good deep clean, then hose it off afterwards. Yeah, so it's working for me, and if your catalytic converter is on its last leg maybe, or just require a little cleaning, try this method, and this way it'll prolong the life of your catalytic converter a little bit longer. Alright, I hope this video is helpful. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.